Well, welcome back to the workbench, everyone. Wayne back again, and this time around, I want to do an inbox review of this kit. I picked this up just after Christmas, actually just late last week. I went to my local hobby store, and he had brought one in, and so I treated myself after Christmas to this kit and one other one, and I'll do an inbox review of that one later on. I'm not going to build this one just yet, but I just want to. These kits have been around for a long time, and I built this one back in 1978. And believe it or not, this one was the very last kit that I built before I basically stopped building for a while. And so, I have built it before. It's been a long time, and I'm just ready to get back into it. Like I said, I'm not going to build it right now, but I want everybody to see what's inside of it, because these are actually pretty good kits. Now there are 6 in this series. There's 355s and 357s, all in the 1/16 scale. The Nomad convertible and a Bel Air Sports Coupe in 55 and the 57s. So I'm hoping that AMT hopefully will do the smart thing and introduce one every now and again to get all 6 back out into the market, because these things are becoming quite expensive. Through Facebook, there's one of my friends on Facebook, doesn't live too far from me, and he found one of the older ones that was red on the cover at a little bit of a we have an antique mall, flea market and antique mall not too far from us, and he found it in there for $80 Canadian, and I don't need it that bad. So anyways, my local hobby store, he had a really good price. He was only a couple of dollars more expensive than me driving all the way down to Toronto and getting it for a couple of dollars cheaper. So it worked out that everything was fine. So just let me get this set up to take it apart. I've already opened it, but everything's still in bags. So just hang on a second, and I will be right back. Okay, so I took a lot of stuff out of the bag, and I'll just try and get this a little clearer, a little closer. There we go. So, because I know the crinkling of the plastic just bugs Dirk, and so I took everything out of the bag. Like I said, I'm not going to build it right now. Now these are beasts. I like these big kits. They look really good on the shelf, and I just think there's more detail. I just wish there was a lot more affordable aftermarket. I've been pricing out some aftermarket parts for this thing, and it is just unbelievable, the price that I'll have to think long and hard before I start diving into the aftermarket. Anyways, for length on this thing here, from stem to stern, is 11.5 inches, 11 5/8, 11.5 inches in length. So it's a good chunk of plastic, and it's flat. There's no warpage to it. There's a little bit of flash. There's nothing much. I mean, we got doors that open. I really wish that the back tailgate opened on these things, but it doesn't. But the doors open, and with the so that's the body, and it's pretty cool. Nice thick plastic, and just a little bit of flash. There's nothing that some filing and sandpaper won't cure. So chassis, there's no exhaust molded into it, which is good. Fuel cell gas tank is already molded into it, but it's got. I wish it had the separate frame, but that's a little bit too much to ask. anyways. So, but there's nothing molded in, so there's a lot of room for modifications with the exhaust and whatever have you. So there's a lot of room for modifications on that. Interior bucket. I believe, I haven't looked at the instructions yet, but I believe that with that you can have it folded, the back seat folded down. Not too sure on that just yet. So we'll just, but like I say, nice and clean. So far, like there's a little flash on the body, and that's been about it. Door panels, door skins for the front doors. It's going to make, it's actually probably going to make bare metal foiling this beast a little easier. So, one side of the exhaust, one part of the exhaust, and it's got the split seat, so this is the front seat. There's some other interior parts. The dash, I haven't looked at the decals yet to see if there's any decals for the dash, but the dash is really got a lot of nice detail. It's got a lot of nice detail on the dash itself. I don't know if that's going to pick that up or not, but like everything's readable. All your speedometers and your radio and that, everything's legible, so it makes it easier to detail out. Now this kit here, it comes with just a little wee 265 V8, because that's the V8 that was available in 1955. The one option, you can build it dead stock, and all the parts are here to build it dead stock, white wall tires, the whole shooting match. But on this kit here, they actually give you turbochargers. So they've got an actual turbocharger set up with the exhaust, manifold, turbochargers to fit underneath, to fit inside of it on top of the 265. And I thought that was pretty cool. So that's all there. I don't think I'll be doing the turbocharger, so I'll have to do some puttying, because they give you the indent there for that. They give you steel wheels because they give you hubcaps, so there are good quality steel wheels. The white walls for the stock version, and then this is the engine detail parts for the stock build. So it's all there. Separate oil pan. They don't give you any upgrades to the interior, so you get the stock steering wheel. Radiator, the top of the radiator is separate, makes it good for painting. So that's all there. Decent looking, not a bad looking battery at all. Your front spindles, and you could, if you wanted to modify the front spindles to either lower it a bit, all you have to do is just drill a new hole and everything, and so it's all there. Rear suspension's a bit hokey, but that's okay. It's workable. It's workable. They give you in this bag here, sorry Dirk, but I'm going to be rattling some plastic on you. This side here, they give you tubing for your heater hose, they give you wires for your spark plugs, and 2 metal axles. For the tires, they give you 2 complete sets of tires. They give you a stock, they give you 4 stock tires. And how they want you to put that, they're a Firestone, so how they want you to put that white wall in, I don't know. I'll have to figure that one out. And then they give you 4 Goodyear Rally GTs. These are what were in the old kit as well. And the reason why they do that is because they give you some custom wheels. They give you 4 of the like a center line. They're a Krager, I believe they're a Krager, and they're a center line. They give you performance valve covers, and they give you a Wayland triangle air filter. Even the front grill would be very, very easy to sand out the back to open that up. So, and then on the other chrome sprue, it's the bumpers, the hubcaps, the horn ring. There's a lot of good. It even gives you side pipes, which I won't use. I won't use the side pipes. So it's if I remember correctly, like it builds really, really well. Front bumper, rear bumper, it's all here. It just leaves yourself to your imagination as to what you can do, what you will do with it. Today I took a little bit of a break, and I actually went back and watched Mike from Topper Vision. He built one of these a long time ago. Went back and watched his video again, and he just used everything stock. And that. So this was a little Christmas treat for me, and this is a kit that when it came, I always said I want to get the 6 of these. I'll hunt them down, but I'm not going to pay an arm and a leg for them. I'm sorry, I do. They're not life important kits that I have to have. If I see them, they're at a good price, and I got the money, then yes, I'll pick them up like this. So that's basically it in a nutshell. I mean, I didn't open up the clear. There's a lot of clear. There's two bags of clear, and so I'm not going to open up that. We're just going to leave that alone. So if anybody, this video I did just to let everybody see what's inside of these big kits. I mean, they're fun to build. They do take up a little bit of shelf space, but they are fun to build. And we have a plan for this one. Colors have already been decided, and what I was fooling around with, I went on to TDR Innovations, and through Shapeways, and I know Hunter Selby uses Shapeways for a lot of his parts, and they have an actual 1/16 scale 409 complete dual carburetor, Muncie 4-speed, the whole shoot and match. That's 1/16 scale. So that's what the aftermarket that I'm looking at, as to whether or not I can justify putting that kind of money into an aftermarket engine. And so that's where I'm going with that. Like I say, I got a long time to go before I get this one built, so I'll just save my pennies, and we'll see what happens, and maybe the price will come down. Who knows? You never know. So, anyways, this is just like I said, this is a little inbox review for people that might see this on the shelf and wonder what it's all about on the inside, and what you get in the box. So. My first kit review. So anyways, I'll see if I can do some more a little bit later on, and if you can get this at a good price, it's a good kit. It's a very, very good kit. So until the next time, everyone, cheers.